People that hate dislike One Piece but haven't watched it, why? I know reasons why people don't like it, but I want to hear from someone who actually hasn't watched it. Not everyone has to like everything that other people like, but some of the reasons don't make any sense. I don't hate it, but I'll never watch it, simply because there's too damn many episodes. I have no interest in hundreds of episodes of filler. I also have no interest in the show in general. I'm not one of them, but some have told me that they dislike it and don't want to watch it because of the art style and the length. I don't hate it, but I don't see a reason to watch it anytime soon, since there are so many anime that are way shorter, have an ending, and are popularly considered to be better than it. I don't know how a story can have 800 chapters or 900 plus episodes and still not be over. Don't hate it, I just don't prefer the art style, and pirates were never really my thing. While the length is intimidating, what keeps me from watching it in that regard is seeing multiple fans explain that while there's not too much filler, the arcs drag on sometimes because they spend most of the episode recapping the last, and I cannot stress how much I loathe overdone recaps flashbacks. I respect the show for what it's done for the medium and the genre, but it's just not my cup of tea. I don't hate it, but I'll never watch something as long as One Piece. I hate the characters. I don't think I've ever laughed at single comedic moment I've ever seen. The plot is boring and set up to go on forever. Some of the powers are neat, but I feel like the power scale never makes sense. The fights aren't even interesting compared to other shows I've seen, etc. There's just not a single thing about this show that answers the question, why should I watch this over other shows? If there was even one draw, I might be able to question putting up with the other stuff I hate. However, at that point, what's the point? It's like when people say, oh, this show gets great halfway through. Okay, why should I watch? If half is bad, that second half better be the greatest thing ever. Because I have plenty of stuff I want to see that doesn't make me slog through garbage to get to the good stuff. Because I've read the manga, and aside from some creative and original powers and uses of powers, it's largely forgettable. No, I do like Up to some degree, but there are other issues with it plus other manga anime that have done a better job in certain aspects. Plus, something being super long doesn't mean it has necessarily good world building. Sure, give credit to Oda on keeping things mostly consistent, but that is basically the one factually true good thing about Op's world building. It is consistent and lines up. Does that make a satisfactory story? That is another question that is very subjective. I think the storytelling in One Piece is absolutely phenomenal, and if not one of the main things to get out of the series next to its world building. Okay, personally another kinda big epic long manga in Kingdom even did that with Shin, who also has the kind of initially stupid-go-lucky character archetype. He does get smarter, more charismatic, but Luffy is just how he started, really outside of being stronger. I think it has very repetitive plot lines that can be summed up as Luffy investigates island, finds problem, defeats problem, and or fight one world government to save close friend family. I will give Oda credit for creating imaginative worlds and fitting the story together, slowly building it up, but at the same time I look at stuff like Made in Abyss, which is able to cram a lot more into a shorter space of time and relies less on exposition. Pacing is an issue, and certain arcs like Dressrosa are very dragged out. Oda brings in side characters who just aren't that interesting and spends way too much time on giving them an emotional, tragic backstory. Of course, I do give Oda credit for having a great sense of scale, progression, and a fun sense of adventure. I still do like One Piece, but at the same time it has issues. Some of those issues I can't even fault like Op, because a lot of people like the Straw Hat Crew for what they are. If you change them drastically or kill them, it could hurt people's enjoyment of it. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button down below, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, or leave me a comment for more anime contents. Thank you for watching. See you again.